Yo, what's good, my people? What's good? So today I'm just gonna show you guys how to increase your guild CC. Obviously, it's to help you with the new knighthood boss battle. To give you a few tips and guidelines on how to increase it, whether it's by minimum or by a major much. But hopefully it helps, and you can. I don't think there's any rewards for having a lot of CC, but I guess at this point it's kind of just like a flex thing, really. But yeah, if you want to increase your CC, it's pretty simple, really. I'm at 154 at the moment. Your characters don't have to be P10. I think the major one that really boosts your overall combat score would be your potential 8, because potential 8 increases attack, defense, and HP, and this all boosts your overall combat score, anyways. With this, things to know for armor wise, we'll start with armor. Armor wise, you're gonna want to run sets, right? So 7-piece sets, 5-piece, 3-piece sets. You want to make sure that your gear is at 130. Mine's at 126. I'm not going to risk a chance of spending beads or whatever because it's not like the little needles, because there's no reward for it, so it doesn't really matter to me. So I just do all of this on. You want to put the highest sets, highest level gear, obviously, but the raid set gives you good bonuses and it really boosts your CC a lot. Obviously, you're going to try and get 160 or 150. I think all my characters have raid sets on them at the moment. I haven't tried messing around yet with different sets. For me, the raid set, because it's such a high amount of equipment HP, equipment attack, defense, these are what really boosts your overall score. If you had to put something a lot lower, like, as you can see, your defense drops a lot at 127. I think 127 is like the highest boots you can get that's not from the raid. Yeah, so things like that will really bring your CC down. Obviously, this is free to play friendly as well. The P8 is a bit different. That's where like the bit of the whaling comes in. But even if you're not P8, everyone does raids. Everyone's capable of doing raids. And if you are struggling with clearing your raids twice a week, I'll put the link to our Discord below, and then you're more than welcome to join that, and we can help you out with raids. We run it pretty much every week, and everyone's always running it, so there's always people to do it. To increase your chance of getting like high level raid gear, that's gonna be the best way to boost your overall combat power. And then depending what you get from each raid is how you build your team around. So if you are brand new to this game, let's say, right, you're in a guild and you don't have any raids done, I would start going for sets. So I change the pants and I'd put like the life crystal set, right? So you put the 2-piece, you'd gain more CC because you got a 2-piece set. If you put the 4-piece, you gain a bit more because you got a 4-piece set. But obviously you want to try and look for sets that have a high base score, so that when you put them on together, your base score. So like you wouldn't put a level 98 jet black pants and a level 98 belt when you have a 2-piece life that goes to 120 pants and 120 belt, right? So you want to try and boost your CC as much as possible. It's just a flex at this point, but if it helps, it helps. Moving on to weapons. Weapons is a big thing. These are one of the major bumps in your CC jump. With these, the gluttonous or weapons will give you more equipment attack, which overall boosts your CC. One thing that people don't know is your secondary weapons. You want them to have equipment attack, because weapons not in use provide 30% of the attack. The equipment attack adds to that, and then overall boosts your attack, which then boosts your CC again. The gluttonous or weapons, hence why I picked like 4 characters that have gluttonous, is just to get the max equipment attack at 4.9. For sub weapons, I got gluttonous and black flame weapons as well with equipment attacks. Their max limit broken. If you're not a money spender, you can easily make a jet black X. So the jet black has more equipment attack than the blazing. Obviously, that's on max. That one's max. So the equipment attack on a blazing is 3-4, whereas Jet Black's is 3-4-9-2, 3-4-2-5. And then obviously with max equipment attack, it's a bit better. So if you don't have these weapons fully limit broken, free to play friendly wise, make these weapons the blazing weapons, or the Jet Black if you want a bit more of that jump, and then fully limit break them. These shards are pretty easy to get now to limit break purple weapons. You make them every week, destroy them. It's unlimited farming per week. You should have a sufficient amount of these available by now. One thing I would say is your main weapon. If you have a god roll, don't re-roll it. This used to be a fuller weapon, so I had like equipment attack on here, and then I switched to holy damage. I just used some magical beads, and it boosts my CC by 1,000. So whatever you have on your main stat weapon, that increases like your damage, your holy damage, your dark damage, your crit chance, all those main things that like crit chance, crit damage, attack, HP, defense. But I think the attack and crit damage is the main one, and holy damage. So like holy, any elemental damage. You have any one of those, they really boost your combat score up by a lot. Because I was at 153, then I rerolled that weapon, got holy damage, and I went to 154. Right? Make sure that your weapons are maxed. Free to play friendly, you can use the purple weapons. You still get a good amount out of it. It beats any SSR that's not max fully limit broken. I used characters with the gluttonous, or for Daisy, she has a Shadow Rupture one. I mean, Elizabeth. Armor wise, the raid set, all my weapons are max limit broken on her as well. So yeah, weapon wise, you just need to prioritize any purple weapons that you can. The purple weapons nowadays, like I said, you should have a sufficient amount, because all these weapons you can make per week, and they it's basically easy to make. They're free, you know, like you don't pay for the boxes anymore. You can make those. If you're a whaler a bit, obviously the Breath of Glory ones have more equipment attack than the Black Flame. Black Flame is like 4731, and then the Breath of Glory is like 48 or 47 something. Like it's 200 more. I haven't made any of them. I can't justify wasting my plat or my blueprints yet, so it's just there. And obviously everyone knows plat is king in this game, so 313 of that at the moment. But yeah, hopefully that helps you boost your CC. Like I mentioned before, potentials help a lot as well, because if you think about it, potentials increasing attack, defense, and HP, those are a big factor. But yeah, we're doing the 19th boss at some point. I'll release a guide on it and see how it goes. I think at the moment, yeah, so we'll see how it goes, and then I'll give you guys tips and tricks on what I learned in the raid and how I done it, and then we shall move from there. But I wish everyone the best of luck. I hope your combat class is absolutely spanking. And yeah, I'll see you in the next video. Take care, my people. I appreciate you. Don't forget to like and comment, subscribe if you want to. You're not forced to, but I appreciate y'all. Take